There's a feeling I had when watching Fate of the Furious that everyone involved in it, everyone, from the director, F. Gary Gray, the writer, Chris Morgan, yes, even him, to all the actors involved, be they the good guys, all the bad guys, all people in front of the camera, all behind the camera. The feeling I get with Fate of the Furious is, all right, we don't have Paul. We got to fucking reset and make this franchise. We got to up our game here. We've got to really up our game. Why should people keep watching this? Paul's dead. Well, here's why. And wow, this movie is a freaking great time. I didn't say good time. I said a great time. Because everyone feels like they're firing at all cylinders. Yeah, there's still that Fast and the Furious ridiculousness, but the story feels a little more focused, which I like. It's not too busy. There's still a little busy in some areas, but focuses a little bit more on the characters, the crazy action set pieces, and the story isn't too complicated. Now, we've got all our regulars, of course. We've got Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, and a whole bunch of others. Yes, oh my god, yes, Kurt Russell has come back. We have an appearance by someone who I am becoming a fan of every time I see him in something, and that is Scott Eastwood, yes, Clint's son. And, oh man, this movie is super fun. We've also got Charlize Theron playing Cypher, the main villain of the movie. So everyone's seen the trailer for this, right? If you've seen this movie, great. There's a fly buzzing around. Okay, good enough for Pence. Good enough for me. the plot of this movie is good. I liked it a lot. Cypher has interrupted Dominic Toretto's honeymoon and taken him with her, and he has to do these nefarious missions for her. Otherwise, something bad's going to happen. So you kind of know that Dom would never betray his family. So when you watch this movie, you think to yourself, okay, there's some family member or something that we don't know about that Cypher knows about, and that ends up kind of being true, but it's still really well done. It makes sense why Dom does what he does in this movie, so that's pretty cool. Now, what happens is he's doing these missions for Cypher, and the rest of the team have to kind of take him out. And that's super cool. Like they recruit The Rock and they recruit Jason Statham as well, which is really cool. And they soften his character a bit. I feel like with Paul Walker's passing, they needed to put some more stars front and center into it. And you've already got big stars from previous movies in this. You've got Dwayne Johnson, who can more than carry a franchise on his back, or help carry a franchise. He's amazing. He's always great in these. And they kind of softened Deckard Shaw, which is Jason Statham's character. And I'm kind of glad they did, because he's a good action star and a good character, and I guess you kind of need him in these movies, I guess now. You need that star power, I guess. And also, oh my god, Kurt Russell. Did I mention that already? Kurt Russell's like my biggest man crush and my favorite actor. I'm so happy he's in these movies. He is just a charmer. He simplifies the plot, all this kind of stuff. And another thing about simplifying the plot or plugging plot holes, if you notice, I've noticed this especially in the last couple movies, Tyrese Gibson, that's Roman Pierce, his character is the audience. Because there were a couple times in the last few movies where I watch all of these, by the way, with my wife and my sister. So the three of us are watching these, and the last couple, one of us out of the three will sometimes say, like, this doesn't make sense because of that. And like 10 seconds later, Roman Pierce is just like, that doesn't make sense because of that. There's a moment in this movie where they've got to find Dom Toretto and they don't know where he is. And Roman's just like, why don't you use that God's Eye thing from the last movie? And I'm like, yeah, I was just thinking that. So yes, Roman Pierce is the audience. He's the lens. He's what you see kind of everything through him, if that makes sense. He is the he's the guy to make sure that the plot holes get filled, not all of them, and that kind of stuff. I like that role because it makes me feel like, yeah, they're self-aware about some of this stuff that goes on in these movies, but at the end of the day, they don't go overboard with it because we're supposed to have fun with ridiculous, awesome action set pieces, which they have with hacking all these cars and they're flooding New York City and going nuts. And then you got the whole awesome, amazing submarine sequence at the end of it. This movie has some of the best character motivations. It ties in a lot of of things that happened in the last couple of movies too, and it just felt just a cut above, and that surprised me. I didn't expect this to be my favorite one. I don't know why. I thought maybe they might have a stumbling block once while they deal with what to do now that they don't have Paul Walker. But they acquitted themselves just fine. I feel like everyone involved realized they needed to make this really good. And they did. Yeah, this is a big, dumb, silly action popcorn movie. But for big, dumb, silly action popcorn movies, it's fucking really good. This is the best movie of the franchise that I've reviewed thus far. I thought it was awesome. I know I've ragged on Dom Toretto in the last few movies. I'm the best at everything, yeah. I thought he was awesome in this movie. Like, Dom Toretto is the badass in this movie. And sometimes I thought they went over the top and kind of overpowering him and stuff. This is the first movie I thought to myself, you know what? He's cool. I only took him 8 movies. Why? Well, whatever. So yes. Wow. 8. 8 for 8. Yeah. Whew. I know I've said a lot of shit about Chris Morgan, but wow, you pulled out all the stops of your script this time, man. I'll shut the hell up. Interesting, they've got a couple different directors for the last 2. I don't know why, but the tone and the action set pieces are all directed just fine. Actually, in fact, they're done amazingly well. So yeah, everything you could want in one of these movies is in this movie. Okay, and I can see you just looking at me right now and going, except Paul Walker. Yes, I know. Get out of here. Other than that, everything you could possibly want from one of these movies is in here. Oh, except Sung Kang. I miss Sung Kang. He's my favourite. Oh, and please bring back Scott Eastwood. He was awesome. Give me a like, dislike, share, and subscribe. Holy crap. Yeah, do that.